We're alive. We're freaking 4 days out of my birthday at this point. I'm 4 days into being 35 and I'm really feeling it as always. I don't know why. Now, normally, this is where I tell you I'm a chud-ass loser. I don't have anything going on in my life, but let's be real, last night was not that. Last night, I invited a lot of close friends and family to my home, and we had catering, and I had a little birthday party. A little birthday party for the little birthday guy. It was, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of that stuff, but I did it nonetheless. Yeah, I always feel a little uncomfortable being the center of attention for something that I don't feel like I deserve. Before people say, oh, you love being the center of attention, you're f***ing Leo, you're a Twitch streamer. Yes, I do. But I feel like birthdays are not a deserved center of attention. I didn't do anything. I was just born, you know? There's nothing exceptional about being alive, being born, carrying on. This is literally Cutie Cinderella cooking me. Cutie Cinderella cooking me, baking me, whatever you want to call it. Look at this. My son showed up to his birthday in a suit, but nobody else wore theirs. Yeah, I was tired. This is right after a 8-hour stream. Can a man not be allowed to feel tired after a long day? Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow, to the peace and comfort in his home, in his humble abode? Coworker mentioned? Yeah, I saw this one. Yeah.
My sister's coming over in a bit.
Oh, okay. I'll be gone because I have a coworker's birthday.
Ain't a funeral. You don't gotta go to it.
The dickhead. Speaking of coworker China Mog and everyone in the space, I don't even want to talk about this because this is like, look, Ludwig is my coworker, okay? At a certain point in time, perhaps a friend. Now, simply a coworker. I don't necessarily have a lot of thoughts or opinions about Ludwig, but I will say I have never felt the level of deep envy. I have never felt the level of deep envy towards one of his accomplishments. Throughout this entire process, I've always, friend, coworker, doesn't matter, enemy, lover, okay? We've gone through all of these arcs, okay? And I've always been very proud of his accomplishments. This is the first time where I felt deep envy, okay? Deep envy. Yeah, I said it. I said what I said. You heard me. I'm using the right words. This is crazy. This is actually the coolest thing he's ever done, and he does not deserve it. I am the true China Maxer. I get called Mao Zedong on Fox News, and they put his ass on a Chinese video game, man.
宣福邻国王子进殿。在下福邻国王子。
So here's, oh my God, why are his eyes still busted? That's crazy. That's crazy. They beautified him and his eye level is still busted. Is this, what the fuck? That's crazy. How is that possible? Bro wishes he was him. Yes. This is the only time in my life where I was like, damn, that is so sick. That's so goddamn sick. Okay. You guys know this. How many times have I talked about it? When I was in China, where I was, busking for the noodle shop. And it was probably the greatest experience I had up until this very moment in my life. Like, it was just the greatest experience. Bro, I've never seen you as excited about something on stream as you were busking in Chongqing. That was actually insanely fun to watch. That's what I'm saying. Like, here's the thing. That was the greatest moment of my life. Like, busking for a noodle shop in Chongqing. Okay. 谢谢老板. Telling people, come in. We got noodles. Okay, boss. That was bad. That was the best. That was peak. That was peak me. That is what I will inevitably do when the federal government comes after me, when I will just make my escape to China and I will be a busker at a noodle shop in Chongqing. That will be what I will do for the rest of my life. And I'll be happy, right? He took it one step further in a franchise, in a video game. Yeah, I hate this wig on him. I wish it was on me instead.
拜见陛下。
你不远千里从西方来到五洲，辛苦了。
陛下，这块红祖母绿是我父邻国最为稀有的宝物，在我们心中，红祖母绿象征着永恒。
It's so funny. He's reading the lines.
的生命力和不衰的勇气，唯有女皇栽培的盛大，
有心了，朕很喜欢。
All right, Chinese speakers. Is he nailing it? He sounds like he's nailing it. I don't speak any Chinese. So to me, absolutely not. Wait, really? Is he like enunciating far too much? From the perspective of a Westerner, and I can say this because I'm lost between borders. I'm Turkish. I speak fluent Turkish and I speak fluent English, right? So like I have a unique perspective on this. Like you have to sound racist. You have to sound it out in a way that like I think white people are very uncomfortable with normally, especially like woke white people, because it's so tonal. So that's why, yeah, the sentence breaks are in the wrong places. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It sounds like he's really over enunciating the words, but he's doing it slowly. And I would never be able to do that. No, you don't. Please don't say that. Yeah, what do you mean? No, it like white people think it's racist when you try to do like tonal sounds. That's it. That's like they think it is. They literally Westerners would be like, woke Westerners would look at that and be like, that's kind of, I don't know if I feel comfortable making that sound, you know? It's not racist to use an accent. No, I know. I will never learn Vietnamese for that reason. I'm black. But yeah.
朕还有要事。
是，陛下。
Sure. What is this? You're a rich, privileged guy. Put that money into good use and take China maxing seriously. Take Mandarin lessons. So here's the problem. You're not wrong. I'm a rich, privileged guy. But the issue is there is only a finite amount of time throughout the day. And although I'm a rich, privileged guy, there is literally not enough time in the day. Like unless I retool something in my daily activities and probably lower significantly the amount of hours that I stream, I'm never going to be able to find sufficient time throughout the day to learn Chinese. There's just not enough hours in the day. I have to sleep. I have to study. I have to do research. I have to, I have to build a run of show, right? Before I go live, I have to work out so I can still be at least kind of sexy. And more importantly than that, be at least kind of healthy, right? Because I sit on my ass all day. It's just not, it's not learn on stream. No, that's boring. Typical white guy. It's our fault. Yeah. Cutie with a banger tweet. I am not beating the lesbian allegations. I know. I mean, it's true. He looks so pretty. He looks so pretty. Coworker wig looks very pretty. Good on him. Why the W community comments turning on you, bro? What do you mean? What dog? Why wouldn't the W community turn on me? They are the type of people who literally do not understand politics, do not watch politics. At least they're like Free Palestine, so I don't care. The podcast app has been getting clipped like crazy. Yeah. The fun sheet is referring to, wait, who is stream debating, by the way? Yeah, no, that's not true. Hassan, thank you for your service. Any moment that makes Hassan look bad is a great one for our country. Who watches Hassan? I don't really get too upset about stuff like this, and you shouldn't either, because and eventually they're going to grow out of it and they're going to start developing their political perspective. And then there's also a shit ton of brigading. I'd rather watch Destiny taking notes from obscure articles in silence for 8 hours than Hassan or Asmin browsing Twitter. Like there's many of the WNL community fandom can't vote yet because they're too young. And the ones who can vote, I don't think care to. So... But overall, their politics are probably all over the place. Most people's politics are all over the place.